Okay, so obviously I want to talk a little more about One Piece chapter 1008. Obviously, spoiler, and this is gonna be the part two, and I have to correct something I say in the first review of this chapter. Is that when, for example, we start off where what we were left in chapter 1007 with Oda and the Kinemon, one of the scabbards see obviously that there was a fake, and when he yeah, so there was an inclone, but Kinemon's inclone, and Kinemon was not yet killed. Uh, Even one of the, I'm really bad in name, it's on name, but one of the one of the scabbards that we think killed him, uh, have not yet killed him in that in the fight when Kinemon fight against the Scabbard, and Kinemon have devil fruit that made him Kinjiro have a devil fruit that can with his panzer can create living things like people, birds, and so on, living things. So he's a very very talented devil fruit user. Obviously I'm still disappointed because of I think when the character, if you have a scene when a character get killed, and it's a very important moment in the story, and you in some way bring them back to life again, or you say they was not yet really the person that killed them really don't kill them. Okay, in some way I understand Kinjiro why he is back. In some ways, I still not happy about it, but I understand it. The other thing the most disappointed of with the chapter is obviously okay. Oh, that is that Yamato Orochi is back. Well, okay, at the same time I understand it because Momonosuke have to have his revenge against the person that ordered Oden's death. Momonosuke is Oden's son, so obviously Yamato Orochi is in that sense the small villain. But in some way, I think it was better if somebody else get his devil fruit and somebody else take his position as the mythical fruit. The Yamato Orochi is like the eight-headed snake. So for me, I don't really see any point with that he's back, and so on. So for me, it's like I think the problem for me with this kind of thing is when you have when also I think it's important when a character gets killed, they should stay dead, and we should continue with the journey. If we always have to bring back characters and they are not dead, for example, we say carrots, if Pedro come back, when we have see Pedro explode himself to try to kill Sparrow and he's back again, that means there's no more purpose to Carrot because Pedro is back. Carrot do not need to be on the journey anymore because her friend Pedro is alive. If that is the case, if he come back again, then there's no point to see Carrot go with the Straw Hat Pirate. The same thing in some sense with Kijiro, the guy with the pencil. If he back again to fight in this chapter, that means there was no point in the chapter before that when he was killed and it was very sad and all this kind of thing, and he's back again. Okay, for me, if I totally have to be honest, I think there's more purpose to see Yamato Orochi back again because to give Momonosuke a chance for his revenge. Against Yamato Orochi. The person I see have least purpose to come back is Kinjiro, and so on. I think the best scene in the chapter was probably have to be when the dog gonna fight alone against Jack, I still think that that Yamato will be the person that defeat Jack. Like, I absolutely can be wrong. That is just what I think. So that is a okay scene to see. But I think, and I also a bit disappointed how Kaido's hybrid form look. I probably suspect much more is and so on. But I'm not as happy with that design of Kaido. I think they should do some better design with hybrid form. And now they say also they have to split up the two emperors, the Jonkos. Is that I think Zoro and Monkey D. Luffy, as I say in the other part of this chapter, Monkey D. Luffy and Zoro will fight against Kaido. Law will actually probably join the Zoro and Monkey team, and Kid and Killer will fight against Big Mom, and so on. These two characters together, and I think that maybe not people will not suspect, but at the same time think also because I don't think Kid and Killer can defeat Big Mom only these two characters alone, because Big Mom is extremely strong, the same as Kaido is extremely strong. The only reason why I think Monkey Luffy and Zoro and Law can defeat Kaido is because first of all Law have an extremely broken Devil Fruit. That is the first thing. The second thing that Zoro have Emma, that is the only sword ever have made a permanent scar on Kaido. That means that weapons that permanent can kill Kaido, because if you can get somebody with a scar with that weapon, you can same time kill it. The only reason why Kaido is not yet dead of Oden is because Oden was interrupted in the fight when he fight against Kaido, because one of Kaido's lackeys, the person that had the transformer fruit that can transform to different persons, distract him, and Kaido was able then to hit Oden in his head with his club. So that is the only reason why Kaido is not dead, because of that incident. So yeah, but at the same time is Oda also much stronger in that part of his age than Zoro, because Oda was able to clash with Whitebeard and same time clash with Goldie Roger in a fight. And this is one of the two strongest characters we know so far of in the One Piece story and this kind of thing. So, but I think Zoro, Monkey D. Luffy, and Law, they are perfect fit against Kaido. Kid, Killer, and I think the second one will join them is Marco. And the reason why I think Marco will help them against Big Mom is because Marco can heal them under the fight, because for Big Mom use fire attack, lightning attacks, and raw force, and she can put souls to different objects to bring them to life. So this is the three character I think will fight against Big Mom. Kid, Killer, Marco. Law, Zoro, Monkey, Luffy against Kaido. And obviously people are gonna say, oh, what will happen with King then? I think King will defeat it. Marco will defeat King. Chopper and his friends will fight against Queen and probably maybe some of the scabbards. But Chopper will be the one that organized the defeat of Queen. That's what I mean with this is that Chopper cannot fight alone against Queen with raw force. Obviously, he have used tactics and different methods to defeat Queen and this kind of thing. So he is the one to defeat Queen. Yamato will probably help the dog of the scabbard. I don't know his name, but the person that is the night of the moon, and the cat is the night of the day. So Jack, they fight together. and so on. This is just my speculation. I absolutely can be wrong, but I think because I think Kid's Devil Fruit power is not good against Big Mom, but it's a good Devil Fruit power. Monkey D. Luffy and Zoro and Law's abilities, like the two Devil Fruit and Zoro's abilities, is good against Kaido because that can distract Kaido when Zoro gonna do his attack against Kaido, and this kind of thing, and so on. And because one thing I absolutely do not want to see is to see Zoro fight against Yamato Orochi after we have defeated Kaido or something in the middle. I think if Yamato Orochi have to be back, Yamato Orochi will have to be defeated of Momonosuke, not of Zoro, because it's I really disappointed why he have to be back again. I see no purpose with him being back in the story and this kind of thing. I think it should be much better if Yamato Orochi was dead, because we already have so many strong characters. We already have important characters in Wano arc right now in the story, so we don't really there's no any purpose with Yamato Orochi in that sense, because I think it's not. I don't see any purpose. I really think that he should not be back in, and I think it's much better if he was dead and somebody else take his Devil Fruit and eat that instead. That is much cooler and much stronger than that person right now that had that fruit, that fake fake Jonko. I think that it should be much better if somebody else have that power and so on. Yeah, so I hope for the next chapter that we will see, as I said before, I hope we see more of Nico Robin and Black Maria and Brooks fight, and Jinbei and Who's Who and Frankie and Sasaki, and obviously Chopper and Queen, their fight and so on, and this kind of thing. And also going to be interesting what will happen after the Wano arc, if we're gonna go to the arc when we're gonna fight against the Blackbear pirates, like Nico Robin fight against the person that transformed to a nine-tailed fox and so on, and this kind of thing. Yeah, so this is everything I really want to say. I think the chapter 1007 was much better in my own opinion. This one was okay, but also have 3 big things I think was very disappointed, because it makes so that lots of the characters, I think it's important when the character gets killed is stay dead, and we continue the journey, that we not yet have to always fight against the same character. For example, in Naruto, always Orochi was always back to life again. I remember I was young. I remember that I was always so disappointed every time Orochi was back again in Naruto. I think it's when the character died, they should stay dead, and we should find new villains, new adversity, and so on, and this kind of thing to make the journey more interesting, because nobody really do not want to see Orochi back again, and obviously because Orochi has his Devil Fruit with 8 heads, and mythical Devil Fruit have special thing that is different from normal Devil Fruit, even like Soen, Paramecia, and so on. That means they have a special ability that is very unique for a mythical fruit. For example, Marco's Blue Phoenix Fruit can have healing power, can heal, and he's immune to damage when he's in his Devil Fruit form, so long the person does not use Haki, but he can attack a person when he's in his Blue Phoenix Devil Fruit form. The same thing probably will be with Kaido's mythical fish fruit, is that he can swim in water and underwater and fly. So that is special ability for Kaido, that makes him totally different, and he's also the first mythical Devil Fruit we see that have a hybrid form. So that is probably Kaido's specialty with his mythical Devil Fruit. And Yamato Orochi's special thing is that if you cut off his head, that means just one head, it will be gone. So probably we will see when Yamato Orochi transform again to his 8-headed snake form. He's probably gonna have 7 head, and originally have 8 heads. Probably each time you cut off his head, each time he's gonna be knocked out, but he's gonna wake up again, and for each head you cut, the lesser head he probably will have in his transformation when he transforms to his big form, and so on. And this kind of thing, and maybe we will be surprised how Kaido, how Yamato Orochi will fight. Maybe Yamato Orochi will have some interesting ability when he fight, or maybe he's just gonna be a second time a huge disappointment. I just hope this time when Yamato Orochi will get killed, I hope this is the final thing when he gets killed and he come back again, because I don't want to see some kind of thing of Yamato Orochi again when they have left one arc in this kind of thing. I really hope that this is the last time we have to see Yamato Orochi, this kind of thing. Yeah, this is everything I really want to say in this second part of One Piece chapter 1008 and so on. Hope you like it, and yeah.